DJI Avata, this is the drone that everybody is talking about. But you haven't been talking much about this lately. You know, there's an old saying that says, if you don't have anything positive to say, it's better to keep your mouth shut. Of course, I'm just kidding. What is DJI Avata? This is the second attempt from DJI to make a FPV drone. It's a Cinewhoop kind of beginner FPV drone with a ducted design that makes it ideal for flying in tight spaces, as the push propellers are well protected inside the ducts. It has a pretty good camera capable of 4K at 60 FPS, and it has a low latency transmission, making it ideal for FPV flying. You have to fly the DJI Avata with the first or second generation goggles for the full experience. But remember, there are no sensors located on the drone in case you decide to slam it into a brick wall. It all sounds super great and exciting, but you know what? I'm not going to buy it. These are just my considerations for not getting it, and not a bashing of the DJI Avata at all. In fact, I salute the innovation that DJI puts out. I'm pretty sure that they have made a fantastic product. Before we jump into the reasons why I'm not buying the DJI Avata, then please consider subscribing to the channel and even like the video when you reach the end. You know it will not cost you anything and it means a lot. Thank you, you're the best. The thrilling experience. Many people say they get a kick and even get high of flying FPV. But you know what? I hate it. I feel dizzy and nauseous and a bit claustrophobic inside the goggles. And as this is the only way to really fly the product, it's not something for me. But I prefer to fly my drones traditionally. And for me, the flying experience is the least of it. The footage is super nice if people actually know how to fly a FPV drone. And it's way different, which is probably the reason why it's so hyped. There might be a place for this kind of FPV footage, but for commercial video work, there's a lot more potential in buying a traditional drone, as not all of us are shooting Red Bull commercials. Flight time is a joke. Most of the FPV fans, they will get a hard on if they hear that they can fly 18 minutes on a single battery with a FPV drone. But in reality, as we all know, it's way less if you really push the drone. And quite frankly, this will drive you nuts for any kind of serious video work. The noise this one makes is crazy. It actually screams when you push it. FPV flyers, they will love this, but this will, with 100% guarantee, attract every Karen within a radius of 300 meters unless you're flying in non-urban areas. And here we have the problem, because this will piss off a lot of people, because with a weight of approximately 450 grams, you are allowed to fly this within EU urban areas, because the weight is below 500 grams. If you thought the original Mavic Air was noisy, this one is on steroids. Everyone knows that it requires a spotter for you to legally fly FPV. The purpose of the spotter is that they need to be able to see the drone all the time and be able to take over if something goes wrong. This is close to impossible when you fly FPV in interesting places, unless you fly the drone as a regular drone, which kind of defeats the purpose. And for that, there are better options available. A Cinewhoop is built for flying in tight spaces. But there's a big chance, even with a spotter, that you lose line of sight when you're flying around in and out of buildings. But it seems everybody is shitting on the law and just fly. I promise you, this will end soon after a few accidents and the media pick up on this, which will be another nail in the coffin of our wonderful hobby. The price is too high for a beginner drone. I know there's a lot of parts in this kit, like the drone itself, the goggles, the motion controller, the FPV controller, and all the other accessories. But as it is right now, it's not possible to only buy the drone, the FPV controller, and the goggles. So you're basically forced to start with the full package. And because the flight time is so poor, you're probably going to throw in a Fly More combo as well, bringing the price tag with the latest version of the goggles way beyond $750 US. Okay, you can get it a tad cheaper if you settle for the previous version of the FPV goggles. But still, it's a lot of money. I'm not collaborating with DJI, so I have to take that kind of money out of my own pocket. But luckily, you can help me out with that by liking the video. Remember to only click the like button once and not twice. I'm not saying I will never get it, but just not right now. And I will definitely not get it until I have full clarification of the next reason. No CE mark or class identification label in EU. As opposed to the already sold sub 250 gram drones, they can continue to fly in the A1 airspace over uninvolved people after the transition period ends. The story is different with the Avata, as the weight is above 250 grams. So having a CE mark or class identification label is really important going forward, as this will kick out the Avata into the A3 airspace after 2023. This unfortunately means that you have to keep a 150-meter distance to urban areas as well as not flying over uninvolved people. That will put some serious limitations to this product. Right now, at least until end of 2023, the Avata can fly in the A1 airspace, similar to what you can do with the sub 250 gram drones. So what do you think about all this? Or are you getting one or not? Let me know in the comments below. In case you disagree with my assessment, I have put purchase links in the description below in case you want to go and pick one up. There's no doubt I am super happy with the Mini 3 Pro, and I've made a video where I shared 5 tips that will make your life easier when you're out filming. So if you're a Mini 3 owner, you might consider checking out that video. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you didn't like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you around.